Hey, Spuddies! Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6 as Japan. We're playing as Tokugawa, who has the most overpowered trade routes in the entire world, at least internal domestic trade routes. Maybe doesn't quite have a handle on those Portuguese or maybe even Spanish trade routes, but man, oh man, we are ready to conquer. Now, there we go. We have researched humanism, which will give us access to some better theater square technology. The city of Yokohama has built the commercial hub. We can get the market in here. But before I really get into the nitty-gritty details of what we're going to be doing this episode, I should really give you a more broad scope view of the plans. The main plan is to save a bit of cash, which we have already done, and then upgrade a bunch of samurai into the musketmen. Once those samurai are musketmen, we should be able to easily conquer Hamburg. Although we will probably need to get our hands on bombards. So I'll also need to get my hands on more niter. So I'm hopeful that some of the civs in the game will be willing to sell me niter, in particular Hungary. So to that effect, I will want to plug in. There's a card that I want to plug in. I'm going to take out conscription just for a moment, and I'm going to plug in. The card moved on me and now I can't find it. Retinues. 50% resource discount. This will mean instead of being able to upgrade like 2.5 samurai to musketmen, I'll be able to upgrade 5 full upgrades. Now we can go ahead and handle Yokohama. So if we take a look at the city's development in general, right, it's reasonably well developed. It's got a couple of really high productivity tiles. We would probably want more productivity tiles. Like for example, I think chopping here is fine. And then we need to think about, okay, what's the general plan? And I would say maybe a campus here is a good plan, because we have tons of culture, but we probably want a few theater squares. We could go for the Forbidden City. I think I'll skip that. I might get a theater. Yeah, let's go for a campus. Our science is a little bit below our culture, and we want them to be relatively even. So doing a mixture of science and culture, I think, is a pretty reasonable play on my behalf. I'll chop the rainforest, then step in and improve it with the thingy. The city of Osaka, we'll chop here. That'll finish that. We can get to work on the harbor in here. We want those trade routes. We have Francis Drake. I can create a privateer, and then I'll just put it on auto explore because I don't particularly care what it does. Yes, I would probably get more mileage if I manually explored, but nobody has time for that, my dude. My troops are merely passing by Hungary. We have no plans to invade you. We're basically just scouting. So I didn't realize, but when you say, oh, my troops are only passing by, basically what you're making is a promise to move your troops from the border. I didn't realize that's what I was doing. I thought it was like, hey, what I thought that was saying was that I promise not to invade you. But what I was actually saying is I'll take my troops off the border, which I had no intention of doing most of the time that I made that promise. So it kind of confused me a little bit when people would still be mad at me that I didn't take my troops off their border. But I kind of get it now. I understand that mechanic better. Right, lovely. We have access to universities. I can't remember what we're researching. Right, metal casting. Let's go ahead and now do samurai. You step here and become a musketman. You step here and become a musketman. How many samurai do I have? Honestly, not that many. I don't think many survived the war. I've 1, 2, 3. So I'm thinking 3 musketmen and 3 bombards should be enough to win this war. We did build a galley here. This was for exploration purposes. Let's go ahead and get the theater square. Also, having a navy just in general is useful. We'll go ahead and get a campus. I don't like these campus locations. I'll put one right here adjacent to the government plaza. However, I think culture is the more important yield for me here, so I'll get an art museum. I could take suzerainty of Nanmadol, and I think that is important enough for me to do. I'll do that next turn when I'm able to put the double first envoy card, and then when I do that, now where is Magnus established? Right, he's down in Aomori, so I'm going to start moving builders down here to start chopping out stuff. I think I might as well chop out a builder here. Now, one big burden that my empire has is that it's such a huge empire that the price of my builders is going to go up very rapidly. But that's just something I'm going to have to deal with. Like, you know, you have to kind of make compromises and concessions, and you have to live with certain things. Right, so watermill in Fukushima. We have placed the commercial hub. Let's place the theater square. And we'll get to work on that. Probably would be good to find a city to spam out builders. I'm a little bit light on the old builder train, but we are unlocking banking. So in my coastal cities, I do need to get those banks because I want the gilded vault to get those extra trade routes. I'm capped on trade routes, so we're looking good there. We still want to keep retinues and professional army so we can upgrade our bombards. I think town charters rather. Seems like a pretty good one. Liberalism would be a really great card to plug in. I think liberalism might be better than town charters because it might take me out of negative amenities. I wish I had extra amenities from my government, but I don't, so I'll have to live without that. I would love to have conscription plugged in. I think I'd love to have retainers plugged in too. That did take a few of my cities out of negative amenities. Can I buy? No one has luxuries to buy, unfortunately. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. How much to buy a trebuchet? I think I could buy a trebuchet and then still have the cash to upgrade 3 bombards, so I will do that. 3 bombards is more than a 50% increase in your power because of the way city regeneration and the way multiple units focus firing works. Okay, so I've got a 1 charge builder. Where will I send him? Do I improve this coffee? I think it's a reasonable thing to do. I could also, yeah, you know what, let's get a coffee industry down. 20% extra culture, that's nice. Right, we got the campus completed in here. Let's go for the market now. Now, I'm going to go ahead and harvest the stone. That'll finish a builder, and that builder will be able to come in here and chop all these nice tiles that I'm going to buy. Right, Raja Todal Mar is available. He will give my trade routes to my own city 0.5 gold for each specialty district. Oh my god, he's like the perfect Japan. Great merchant. Now, that's to any city? Right, yes, so to any city. So that'll make my trade routes even better. So now instead of getting 2 gold per district, I'm getting 2.5, which should really put in perspective how overpowered that is. I forgot to plug in the card that makes me Nan Madol get an extra envoy, but I'm just going to take over Nan Madol because that's like a huge amount of culture. I think that was like 40 culture per turn I just gained. Oh man, look at these internals. So 2 turns, I'll finish a building in my capital and then be able to lay down the foundation for another district, which is very exciting. I'm happy to be friends with Arabia. That seems totally reasonable. Hello, Lady Six Sky. It is a pleasure to meet you. The Renaissance ends in 8 turns. Could I build wonders in time for that? Nah, none of these wonders are getting built in time. It's quite expensive. We did get a market, which means we're 1 turn away from the banking stuff. Why don't you put a bit of time into a granary so you can get your next district? You got your encampment. But I think you're going to become a builder spam city because you have done everything you need. Come in here. We'll chop there. We'll move there. There is that. We can go ahead and get our lighthouse for more trade routes, which is like the primary way my empire gains power. Very nice. 10 population and banking. So, can I build anything in time? Nope. Let's go ahead and get our commercial hub in the capital. This will give this city +1 production to trade routes, as well as +1 science, +1 culture, and +2 gold if we can get this built. So 13 turns investment on that. Seems good. Oh, yes. I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot the Gilded Vault gives culture equal to its gold adjacency. Oh my god. Oh my god. I forgot how good this was. I was kind of having each city be an island. I should have been clumping my districts together, dude. Oh my god. I messed up. I'm a little rusty, okay? I haven't been playing Civ as much, and I messed up. I'll admit it. Get the granary, get the watermill. We want the city to grow. You pop in over here to the left. There's a nice little meteor shower coming down over here, and we have finished the cathedral in Mainz, so perhaps it would be good to get the university. I think we would like a commercial hub. Where could we put it? There's a few good spots. There's a +3 over here, believe it or not. I will take the +3. Builders are hard at work. Oh, there's a nice chop there. Why don't you go ahead and buy this tile and this tile, and then we'll get into position to do a little bit more chopping soon. I want the turtles and the tea. It would be nice to get the tea and the turtles, so we'll get them. Extra amenities, quite important. My lack of amenities is going to is kind of hurting me a little bit. It's really, really slowing down my tempo. But there's not a huge amount I can do for now. I could solve that problem later. So the city of Kyoto has finished stuff. Well, I guess we just slap down the old commercial hub. We get the lighthouse up. We've got 8 of 9 trade routes. You have an outgoing trade route. Aomori does not. How much to buy a trader? 340 gold. That would leave me with not enough gold to buy my bombards. So I'll hold off on that for a turn. Right. What we want to do is we want to chop the marsh. And then by chopping the marsh, we will allow this city to be able to place another district, because when you chop marsh, that gives you food. And then I'll be able to chop these forests to finish a commercial hub, boosting the city up into like a really, really strong place. All right, let's do a little marsh chop here. Very nice. And then a little commercial hub placement. Then we're going to go ahead and chop through the commercial hub, because Magnus is here. It'll only take 2 chops. Normally chopping out a district takes 3 chops, but if you have Magnus in the city, it only takes 2. Very powerful little mechanic there is how it works out. Now, Hamburg, Germany is denounced. How long are they denounced for? 20 more turns, so plenty of time. Metal casting is complete. Bombard, bombard, bombard. We're also about to get nationalism, so we can maybe start combining some units together. Let me have a little think about that. These 2 crossbowmen can combine. These 2 muskets can combine. These 2 pikes can combine. I guess I'll combine... I don't really want to combine bombards. How long would it take me to get bombards? 18 turns? It's a very long time. I should have pre-built them if I was going to do that. Unfortunately, I did not, and I will not. I'm going to go ahead and take surplus logistics on Magnus now, and then reassign him to the capital after this final chop right here. He's done his job. Mission accomplished, Magnus. Good work. And the reason for that is because I have so many trade routes going to my capital, getting another +2 food on these trade routes. That's like an insane amount of food across my empire. And also it means my capital can grow faster. Now, if we take a look, we definitely want to get shipyards. That's going to be a really important building for us in a little while. We have theater squares in Fukuoka. I think we go for the Gilded Vault here, +1 trade route. all that jazz. I'm going to go ahead and buy a trader in the city. You move to the left, and we can declare the war next turn. You're available for a market. Nice. Get onto that Gilded Vault train. Gilded Vault on the way. Man, the amount of money potential. I'm still really sad that he killed Bandar Brunei. Think of the amount of money, okay, across my empire. It would probably double my surplus gold. Genuinely think it could potentially double my surplus gold. Okay, so we're going to go to here. You are going to here. You will eat this guy. You go to here. You go to here. You eat that guy. You move to here. You eat him. And then we'll upgrade you shortly afterwards. You upgrade. You eat him. So do you know when I said 3 bombards is better than 2? That's not true if they're bombard cores. Bombard cores are really, really strong. And so I could use another musketman. There's a heavy chariot corps. I can turn into a courser. This trade route needs to head to Tokyo. God, look at those yields, dude. And we're only at the beginning phase of that potential. So I'd really like to get the natural history to get access to the zoo because it's a ton of amenities. The zoo will give me +1 amenity to all cities within 6 tiles of my entertainment complex. And I have an entertainment complex sitting right here that hits, if we check our city overlap, it actually hits 8 cities. Yeah, 8 cities. That's an 8-city entertainment complex, which is very respectable. It's like having 2 extra luxury resources. We got the granary in Shizuoka. Production here is a little bit light. We will go ahead and get the Gilded Vault. We'll have tons of cash floating around. I would like to get indoctrination, so I'm going to hold on to a governor title until then, because that's in 2 turns. We'll be in the industrial era, and that will get us indoctrination. Now, indoctrination will give us +1 wildcard policy slot, which is really useful, +2 spy capacity, and our cities will gain +4 loyalty per turn and +1 amenity when a spy is in their territory. Not so important that part, but the extra 2 spies will be really handy. I'm trying to remember. I didn't go for the spy one. Yeah, I didn't go for the spy building. Maybe I should have. It's been so long since I played this faction and this game, because I took like a little bit of a mental break from Civ. So I'm a little out of touch, not going to lie. We're going to put you into Tokyo. This will cripple our culture and science, but we'll just assign you to whatever the second biggest city is, like Nagoya maybe. Shizuoka is the second biggest, and it's continuing to grow. Yeah, there's definitely a few areas where I've made mistakes this game, but that just comes down to like the fact that I'm a little out of touch because I haven't played. I took a big break from these game modes. I played like almost an entire year, always with secret societies on, and when I took a break from that, you know, I kind of lost my edge a little bit. You know, right? Let's get the Gilded Vault. That's +5 gold and an additional +4 culture. So really, really powerful. Let's go ahead and declare the formal war in Germany. This is the turn to do it. And now we can just storm into his territory with a whole bunch of units. I meant to upgrade these. Oh well, you'll tank for me. So they only have medieval walls, so we still can make use of the siege tower. The capital has Renaissance walls, which will be slightly more annoying, but we'll be able to make do. Nagoya. Right, the world enters into the industrial era. We now have access to mercantilism. We definitely want to change around our government a little bit here. There's a few key changes I need to make. We no longer need professional army or retinues. Well, before we do that, damn, my government's been deactivated. Oh no, I can make a knight for half price. So before we do that, let's go ahead and take out professional army, take out retinues. We definitely want liberalism because that's holding up our amenities. Serfdom is still really good. Harbour adjacency is really good. It would be nice to get conscription. Retainers would be better. Veterancy would be great because we're moving into a harbour phase. I should have had that plugged in a long time ago. Oh my goodness, dude, I'm making so many mistakes. I'm so rusty. I'm so incredibly rusty. I would love to have triangular trade plugged in and commercial hub plugged in, but I kind of have to make sacrifices. So what I will do is instead I will promote indoctrination, and now I can plug in another card. Which card gives me the most value here at this current phase of the game? Probably triangular trade to make those trade routes just really pop. I mean, like, look, how do I get them to update? I guess I have to wait a turn before they update. But bombards can shred the city of Hamburg. Why don't you pop back and you'll get upgraded? Oh, I should have saved. Damn. We could do big damage to the city with you. You can step forward and tank a couple city shots because you're upgraded. I would love to settle on the T, I think. Yes, I would love to settle on the T. So I'm going to step here and wait with that settler for a turn. I think reform the coinage is the right move here because I've such a trade-heavy empire that it just seems like a very natural move here. I'm getting a ton of exploration in, which is really nice. I haven't found many more city-states, which is a little bit of a problem, but I have met more players. Meeting more players is useful because it means more people I can trade and sell things to, and also buy things off. You need to run away. That's a lot of those guys. Oh, my poor little musketman died. Oh well. That's the pain point of not having them fully upgraded. But the city is now very vulnerable. Can't quite break the walls, but we will. Pillage for health. Knight move in. We do a little bit of mining. We don't want to settle you yet until we capture that city. You've got a lot of your work cut out for you because there's potential barbs around here. You do a little explore. Let's talk to America. We'll say, America, mutual open borders. Give me a bit of cash. That's fine. And I'll just run through his territory and have a little look around. Let's get open borders with basically everyone. Yeah, this is an open borders turn. Let's do it. Open borders, everyone. I want to buy open borders from every player. I think I have it now. So my boats should be able to explore more effectively inside other people's territory. I'm expecting a little bit of a counterattack here, but nothing that will do damage. Ooh, very good survival. My troops are merely passing by. They're literally triremes. Like they could not hurt. They're literally galleys. So we'll pillage for health, bomb the city. The walls are now broken. The city can no longer shoot back. Shoot with the crossbow for a little bit of XP. Kill with the musketman. This won't get him a level, but it will get him close. And now the city of Hamburg is mine, and I'm free to settle the T. Boom. Easy. And now I just have to go and find the other T that I improved, and make sure I get a builder onto one of them. Go ahead, place that +5 harbour, hell yes, and then slowly work on a granary and monument. City needs help, we'll get around there. We'll keep this city. Hamburg is mine, and now we can think about, what do we want to do to Aachen? Do we want to go push? We have crippled Germany now to a point. Do we want to keep pushing? We need to think about, are we going to be doing wall techs? If we're doing wall techs, we need to research them now because we're running out of time to do that. I think this would be a fun isolationist tourism game. So we might try to explore that possibility. Let's see what we can do. Can we do a unique Japan tourism game? Now here's a question. Is it +1 tourism for every district? Does that include things like aqueducts? We completed circumnavigation. There's +5. So we want to get to flight pretty early here. And we want to try to get like empire-based tourism rather than like theater square-based tourism. I mean, we are building theater squares, but it's kind of a late game push. You step there. You become a pike and shot. You move here. Step in there. The bombards are in position to potentially push. We got the market over in Gifu. This city could really use a builder. I'll grab one. We'll get a gilded vault in turn. You know what, Gifu? Why don't you build me 2 builders? Magnus is now established in the capital. Am I crazy? Why are my trade routes not? There's the trade routes. 5 food, 4 production, 11 gold, 331. Oh my goodness. And there's something really satisfying about like a fairly mundane game mechanic just being completely broken in the hands of certain civs. I don't know. It's just like trade routes, because normally trade routes are like, oh, those are pretty good. But if you have something that buffs them, oh my god, they become amazing. We need to prevent this. I don't know if we want to take Germany's capital, because it would be nice to have more Diplo favor. Looks like it passed. Who's at war with me? Hungary. What a strange turn of events. They are like slightly ahead of me technologically, but I'm not fussed. We really want to get our shipyards up. Let's do it. I think that's a +10 production shipyard right there, plus another potential chunk of production. Big thing in here is to get the commercial hub. There's a +2 right there. Slap that down. And beyond this, I don't think we really care about war with Germany anymore. We took Hamburg, which was the city that was preventing me from settling over here. And then, yeah, I think we're done. Maybe we'll threaten Hamburg. Threaten them with a good time. Threaten them with a bad time. That's the play. Yeah, I think we'll just threaten the city to give them a little scare and see what they do. Maybe they'll piece me out on favorable terms. But the nice thing is, if I win this, I get +200 diplomatic favor. And I am very intent on winning this. So there's colonialism. Colonialism gives all of your fishing boats +1 production, which is really handy. Raj is quite okay. Colonial taxes is quite handy. None of the rest of this is like super particularly interesting, but we will coastally raid here. Yoink Reno. Another great admiral. I'll take that. The capital city finished another district. That's quite helpful. Let's go ahead and place that dam. Remember, that does count as a district, so potentially tourism coming from that. Why aren't these like yields updating? How odd. Because now they're 5 food, 5 production, 14 gold, 4 culture, 4 science, and a little faith on top. Just a little sprinkle and a faith on top. Are there any luxuries that are out of my reach? Yeah, I don't have pearls. Go get me pearls. That'll help my empire out. Sendai, I need to buy a builder in here, but my builders are rather expensive. In my capital, I need to immediately get my shipyard up. That is a 10 production shipyard right there. Very worth it. I also need to start thinking about which city am I going to get my feckin' my traders in, because I'm a little bit light on traders right now. Is this a hill? So we can pressure you. Okay, castles. Blast the city. You blast the city. Nice. We got the lighthouse in here. We'll go ahead and place the commercial hub as planned, and we'll build the shipyard. Trade route. So next, I need to buy a builder in here, but I can't afford it just yet. Man, this is actually such a good place to put Magnus on a temporary basis. I lose out on a bunch of food and potential growth in this city, but I mean, is that so bad? One thing to consider actually is, I need to get the shipyard and then I'll build the dam. I'll build the aqueduct and dam because I need the housing now because the city isn't growing fast enough anymore. And we need the city to build more districts so that I get even more yields. I think I made some slight misplays here. I think there's a few things I would change. I think I generally played okay. Nagoya, go ahead and get the Gilded Vault over another builder. My builders are super expensive. Where's the tea? Go ahead and turn that tea into a industry. Finally, we found Vilnius and we can send them an envoy, and we will. One thing I need to save up cash for is to buy the Chancery. The fact that I don't have it when I'm in monarchy is a bit criminal. Why don't you buy my luxuries, my spares? Why don't you buy my spares? Why don't you buy my spares? Any strategic resource buyers? Buy a little bit. Sell all that off. And now I can come in here and immediately buy the Chancery, getting me +3 influence per turn. But there's actually 4.5 influence per turn, bringing us up to 180, which is really, really nice. So the shipyard is going in here for sure. Yep, it's a shipyard. It's shipyard o'clock. It's shipyard time now time. +8 shipyard, lovely. Just a basic market in here, please. My gold income is starting to shoot up. You love to see it. Take your promotion so that you're easier to defend. You blast the city. Step forward to see if you can tank the city shots, and then you will pillage this barb camp for a little bit of gold. I love to see my empire doing so well. It's a little culture check. Oh. Well, of course, Nzinga Mbande is a little bit OP. Of course, she's doing well enough to threaten me. We will blast the city. The city just got a lot stronger. I think it's because there's a very scary man inside the city. Once you pop out of the city, we'll put this guy here instead. So line infantry are how much stronger than musket? 5. So this guy's a core, so he should be able to defend against that relatively well, especially because he has units adjacent to him. We have our Renaissance walls built up. It's a little bit of a problem that we don't have those, like actually built. But let's go for industrialization now. And then I think we rush flight. Yeah, I think industrialization is the next play. I'd also really like economics. Being able to make corporations would be sweet. And I also need to think about my monopolies. Like, do I have monopolies? Let's have a little bit of a look here. So I'll have a hard time getting an incense monopoly. Maybe this is a reason to keep pressing Germany. Let me have a look. Because I could have total control. No. See, I'm sharing Siberia with 2 other civs. I could try to take total control of whatever this continent is. What is it? Moo. So sugar. Who has control of the sugar? Nobody. So I think Germany's going to get killed this game. It's a sacrificial lamb for my monopolies. There's so many pearls on the map. Yeah, I think we can make some interesting things happen. Maybe I should have added Heroes and Legends mode so I can get even more monopolies, even more luxuries. Would have been nice, actually. Okay, commercial hub. Commercial hub is done. Well, I mean, if building districts is the play here, then let's just place as many districts as we can and then build industrial zones. Like Japan is the district civ, right? So place more districts, dude. All right, let's build an industry here. I need to save up cash to buy builders. That's like the big thing I need. I need a builder in Sendai. I need to build more settlers. I do have settlers kind of slowly coming out, but I think in the mid to late game, I'm going to have to do like a wave of them. Kill that cavalry here. You retreat. You take his spot. It's going to be tough for you to survive against this, but he will only have like +10 against you, so you should be fine. It'll be rough for you. Not going to sugarcoat it. Ayuthya's got nothing to levy, sadly, so I can't levy any of their units to help me in the war. Trying to get this galley killed because I just don't care about it anymore. We've just finished natural history. Very nice. Archaeologists, all that jazz. Right, we're going to continue to bombard the city. You actually do have another promotion, but I don't care to take it yet. Now, we're in the tech tree, so I guess it's basically we just head towards ideology. We could go for conservation. We could probably get a couple of naturalists with our very light faith income, actually. And naturalists are really nice because they give amenities as well as tourism. Let's go ahead and come into our government. We're going to pop out charismatic leader just for a couple turns so that we can plug in diplomatic league. Well, actually, is that even worth it? Probably not. And then we'll put a point into Vilnius. That'll become 2. And then we put in enough to become suzerain of Vilnius. Very nice. +2 era score. Did I neglect Kilwa this game? I did. I'll wait until some shipyards finish and then maybe we'll look into building Kilwa. Sendai could be a good Kilwa city, actually. You know, put a bunch of guys over here. Chop, 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 chop. Let's try to make it happen. Boom, Kilwa here. And we'll feed a bunch of builders into Sendai and see if we can make that work. Come on, Gali, get yourself killed, please. Jeez. All right, time to begin voting in the World Congress. Super don't care. The only thing I really care about is stopping people from stealing cash. So honestly, put everything into that. Otherwise, I don't care. Yeah, sure. Nobel Prize in Literature is kind of cool. Lady 6 guy got that. Fabricate Scandal. 2 levels higher. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I respect your decision, even if I don't agree with it. We're in a military emergency, so what do you need to do for the Nobel Peace Prize? Great writer, artist, and musician points. So we should probably do pretty okay on that. We won't do amazing. Let's get to work on shipyards, of course, in the city of Takasaki, that 10 production shipyard. Our sim city is about to explode. So this bombard has taken a little bit too much of a licking. So we'll continue to blast the city. Builder, let's go ahead and do the long-term development of the city first. So we'll go ahead and build up the turtles because we can put a turtle industry here as well. That's all long. Well, we found the void singers in a tribal village. How an odd thing to find. I'm going to go ahead and send you back to a city because I don't want to micromanage my guys anymore. The game has definitely slowed down a little bit now that I have a huge giga empire, but we're kind of in this we're in the transition phase. Oh man, he got field cannons. All right. Right. We have to draw those field cannons out of the city. So hopefully he'll move forward with those field cannons and we can kill them. See, I didn't really commit to the war. I'm very, very lazily committing to the war. But once my shipyards are finished, I can probably commit a bunch of resources to the war. And then it'll be like a piece of cake. We should roll over them. Because I mean, look at the size of this army. If I was really trying, I could have had a musketman on every tile. I could have had 4 sets of bombards, 5 sets of bombards, however many bombards I felt like. Ferdinand Magellan, I'm going to go ahead and pop down and get these pearls. Feels good, man. Another luxury resource. There's some fishing boats, and then we can build an industry there. Shoot you. Can't quite get the kill. Blast you. You take your promotion. Expert crew is quite handy. They fortified. So he's pushing me back. But again, that's to be expected because I invested literally no effort into this war. I invested a little bit of gold to upgrade units, but every single one of my cities is building infrastructure. Right, so this guy is leveled up. I could take square. It makes him really good against melee. Yeah, I'll take square. It makes him a little bit better. We'll shoot you. We'll shoot you and shoot you. We'll body check you because that gets me potentially a promotion. And now these guys are really hurt. Also, I got a John Jacob Astor, so I'll grab that for 500 gold in the bank. Thank you very much. That's perfect. We're going to be investing a lot of gold into Sendai. All of my gold is going to be going into Sendai, essentially. I never appointed Liang yet, so that's fine. We have a Gilded Vault in Yokohama, so let's take a little bit of turn, a little bit of time. Well, no, you're not a military production city. You're inland. You're not very good at it. Focus on other things, like theater squares. Go ahead and get me more theater squares. My coastal cities, when they're finished, absolutely I'll build military. You know what? I need to build a little bit. I need to build a little bit of military. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll start the train now. You build me a musketman. You build me a musketman. Take back suzerainty of Vilnius. Very nice. +2 era score. Now, Vilnius gives you plus 50% adjacency bonus on your theater squares for every active alliance, or for the highest level active alliance, sorry. So, Arabia, how would you like a cultural alliance? Thank you very much. Probably not the best one to give, so he's going to settle near me, but that's fine. Hungary, coming in with Hussar corps. What's their combat strength? 77, so pike and shot can fight them. Unfortunately, I have to spend a bit of gold on pike and shot right now, because I'm stuck in this military emergency war for a bunch of turns. Right, we got the campus in here. Let's get some pike and shots out. Can you bait aggression? I hope so. Now, we would like to kill this bombarder right here. This field cannon, rather. So if we focus fire it with these 3, can we get the kill? Perfect. And then we would like to focus fire this guy right here. Now, he's not quite dead, but he's close. We're being extremely efficient with an extremely small army. Now, Kilwa costs 700 production, so that means I need 7 wood chops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7. So there's enough chops in the area to finish Kilwa. 2 jungle chops equals 1 woods chops. That's how I was counting there, by the way, if you were wondering. So the enemy field cannon retreated. My hope is that by sitting here, they will decide to come forward again if I don't chase them. So shipyard completed in here. While I would love to be building other stuff, I will now immediately move over to building pikes and shot. Let's unlock our government. We're going to take out retainers and we're going to plug in Grand Army. That'll mean we just shave a few turns off our pike and shot, right? Yeah, I think it will. Shipyard over in Kyoto, get me a bombard. That's a 10-turn bombard. Shipyard completed over in Osaka. Go ahead and get me a bombard, thank you. Chop here, retake this. There's a vampire on the way, of all things. +1 era score for discovering scientific theory, which is the first tech from a next era. Chop here, we'll get that pike and shot next turn. We got the market over in Fukushima. You're an inland city, so you don't need to do anything except get me a gilded vault for that extra cash. Let's get another builder in Sendai. I'm trying to build this city up, wait for these guys to heal up, and then, well, yeah, they shouldn't do a repair in Aachen. If they do, it just means my life is getting harder. Chop, 59 turns on Kilwa. Getting Kilwa here would be massive for my culture. All right, shipyards are on the way. Sadly, they're no longer boosted in construction speed, but that's not the end of the world. Okay, opera and ballet, civil engineering into scorched earth. I want the 2 envoys, I want the governor title, and I want the 2 envoys. That's basically all I care about. I mean, the 30% production towards builders is nice. The real thing is I need to build my walls before I get to ideology, but I can't. So we're entering into what I like to call the crunch. There's too many things to do, and not enough time to do them all. And so it's very hard to achieve anything. We're achieving many things. Basically, we can achieve a lot of many different things, but we have to make sacrifices to do certain things, if that makes sense. Like right now, I should have way more trade routes, but I can't get them up because all my gold has to go into Sendai to get Kilwa. You know, all my production is like locked up and building incredibly important things like bombards and districts and stuff like that. So we're in what we call the crunch, and we're going to have to start reprioritizing our empire soon. It's the classic case of trying to do too many things at once and failing to achieve anything. Right, let's move both bombards forward in preparation. You'll be there in solidarity, and we're ready to put Aachen back under siege. The shipyard has been completed in Takasaki. Let's keep sending traders to Tokyo. Let's look for any cities that don't have traders. So for example here, we can start to put traders in Fukushima to send to the capital. So I'm going to use my hotkey I have a hotkey that lets me toggle through my cities. I use the square bracket key. So Fukushima doesn't have one. You have one, you have one. And basically I'm looking right here to see if it says outgoing trade route. So I need a trader in Mainz. I don't have the cash for it right now. I need a trader in Aomori. I need a trader in Bremen. I need myself a little trader in Hamburg. And I need a trader in Sendai. So all of these cities that have like the little hexagon thing on them, those are cities that lack traders. And we're going to have to kind of reprioritize my empire towards fulfilling that need. Now, the city of Takasaki has 7 population, so I can place another district. The district that I think would be really important to place could potentially be the theater square. Let's do it. But I also need to get spies. I need to get traders. I'm not making enough gold to justify trader production, am I? Oh, I need a navy. I need an army. I need everything. I need everything. There's not enough time to make it all. Grab me a granary because you're population locked right now. And then get me a spy. Gifu. More like G Fuel, which I will rename that city to, even though I'm not sponsored by them, and probably wouldn't be. Not because I don't like them or anything, because I've never had it. I don't know if it's good. So unfortunately, we are going to have to keep making more pikes and shots. I have to delay whatever I was doing in my capital for more pike and shots. This is the crunch. We are in the crunch. I'm being crunched right now. Oh, big bombs. Okay. Big damage. Well, we just bring you back to heal. This is what I'm talking about. Like if you have, see, with one bombard, the bombard steps in, it gets shot, has to step away. With 2 bombards, both bombards step in, one of them gets shot, one gets to shoot, and it retreats. Next one gets shot and you retreat. With 3 bombards roll in, one gets shot, it retreats. 2 get to shoot, one gets shot, it retreats. Next one gets to shoot. So you get exponentially more shots the more bombards you bring to a battle. That's why 3 is the magic number, because it like triples the amount of shots you get. Shipyard completed in here. I think we get pikes and shots because they're cheap. Useful unit. No, you know what? Why don't you make me traders? This is a city I can build traders in. All right, Sendai. Buy a trader. Little old bombard took a bit of damage. That's okay. We just retreat him back to safety. And then we retreat our infantry back as well. We damage the city's walls so they won't recover. And we're not in a rush to kill them. Right? That's the important thing to keep in mind. We're not in a rush. Oh, that was owned by the wrong city. I need to make sure. Oh, I can't swap tiles. Ooh, that means I have less chops than I thought, actually. It's going to be a 15-turn Kilwa Kisawani. Right, good job, Hamburg. Get to work on the market. Go ahead and trade with Tokyo. Good job. Let's get another trade route in Bremen. Drop a mine right there. You heal. He's not blowing up our districts. I think they are killing some of our traders, which I don't love. I'm going to put this bombard back 1 extra tile to keep it safe. We'll shoot you. You fortify. You need to retreat, actually. You're taking a little bit too much damage. Can we get a double attack here? Can we get the kill? Maybe. Yes. Okay, perfect. Huge kill there. Pike and shot are doing the job. I don't like that they're hanging around my capital. That is a 91 combat strength vampire. It has almost no kills, but it just has really high base strength for some reason. The hell? 82 base strength. Why is that, I wonder? That would mean he would need to have like mechanized infantry to have that level of power. I'm kind of blown away by that, being honest with you. We only have to hold on for a little while more. Would you like peace? Now, it's unlikely that he'll take peace. He wants 100 gold per turn. I'm not giving him 100 gold per turn. He can screw off. Can feck off for all I care. Oh, I do still have the veterancy card plugged in. We're good. So how much is it for a naturalist? 600 faith, and I have about 1,000 faith, so I could probably get 2 national parks here. Now, the question is where? Well, I could settle a really crappy city in and around here for the purpose of making use of these for national parks. Like if I settled right next to this volcano, national park here, national park here, National park here. Boom, boom, boom. That's 3 national parks if I settle right on that volcano. Nice. There's economics. We now have access to corporations. So now any great merchants that I don't think are particularly valuable, I can turn into corporations. We also have access to Big Ben as well as stock exchanges. Probably won't be building many stock exchanges. We might. We'll see. So you're a little bit hurt. I'm going to go ahead and take you back a tile and then give you urban combat. So you have +10 defensive strength when fighting in districts. You're going to try to kill him. You're going to step back. You're healing. You're healing as well. All right. We're all good. We're all good. So with economics, I think it would be good to get industrialization. That's another +1 production from all mines, and I have a lot of mines. That's a huge boost. We did get pike and shots in here. They're kind of just milling about, which I'm okay with. You need to take your echelon promotion, and you need to step into that city. I'm going to build ancient walls in some of these frontline cities, purely because I need the city shots, just to plink away a little bit of damage at people. All my trade routes are being murdered. This is very upsetting. Crossbow. Do I have field cannon? No, I don't. So again, twice this game, the AI has declared war on me and like horrendously disrupted my game. I think we can kill this though. We're slowly getting control of it. To be fair, I was playing very greedy. Like I was playing exceptionally greedy and I was punished for it. And that's the dice that you roll. I wasn't expecting the hungry invasion. I wasn't expecting them to actually mount a successful invasion that would like cripple my economy by killing all of my trade routes. Like all my trade routes like centralized around my capital. So the fact that he has a vampire here is just like really, really annoying. Basically, every turn they kill 2 trade routes. They basically just completely crippled my trading. We're down to nothing. Very frustrating, very annoying. And if they'd hit like a few turns later, I would have had a lot more production to deal with this. Okay, I think we can kill this. Attack with you, good. Killed one of their field cannons. We built another musketman. Let's get another musketman. Keep the train going. Now that we've had war declared on us, now we need to keep the train going. Didn't mean to build a farm there. Whoops, misclick. We do a little misclicking. Can I get this kill? Nice, huge kill, very good. Crippling his army. He still has these 2 units running around here that I don't love. Right, let's go ahead and settle there. We will buy ourselves a naturalist and then buy the tiles that I want to put the naturalist on. More trade routes being killed. God, words can't really describe how frustrating that is. Dude, the AI. What is happening? Why is the AI hitting me so hard this game? Twice now the AI has hit me at like perfect moments of vulnerability and completely disrupted me. My economy should be doing way better for the amount of cities I have, but I've been crippled. I like turned 200. I should have like 400 culture, 200 science. I should have double my stats. But these wars, man, they for the first time ever, I feel like I'm actually being challenged by the AI. But it's not even that they're like good at war. It's just that they're being annoying. But yeah, we'll have to figure this out in the next episode. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.